In this country, if you want to work as anything like an IT, anything, you have to put your CV together and everything. But if you're a nurse, just carry your certificate. You do not.
Do you even need to carry your certificate? Just say you're a nurse and apply.
They'll
give you job.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, this is Esther's Diaries, and today I'm having our star nurse. Yes, this is Nurse Chisom. You guys saw my videos, the other video about the nurse who just moved to Germany, and she let us film her moving here. And here she is. Hello, Chisom. How are you? Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Queen Esther Diaries.
My pleasure.
My name is Chisom Lillian. I am a registered nurse, a registered midwife, a public health nurse, and also
finish
a BNS nurse. I have my bachelor's in nursing sciences, but everything is in Nigeria. Then I'm in Germany now, and I'm working as a nurse assistant. Yeah,
nice. So where is it? You want to have PhD too, because everything you are having. But really, I feel like she's one of those nurses that are very, very well, in German we say ausgebildet, like well, with a lot of qualifications for the job. Apparently, you already mentioned that you were from Nigeria. So where do you stay now in Germany?
I stay in Bremen. Yes. Very beautiful, the smallest city in Germany. If I'm
correct.
We are in Bremen. Is Bremen not a beautiful place?
I came at night, guys, so I have no idea.
Don't worry, I'm going to show you places. I hope you show it in your videos.
Let's see about that. I'm just asking like a general question. What's like your experience since you came? Like, what do you feel about life, like living here in Germany? What's it feel like?
I wouldn't lie, considering where I'm coming from.
This is embarrassing.
I don't know what to say.
Life is a lot better here.
Oh, okay.
Life is a lot better here. Things are made easy. Healthcare system, the transport system, the standard of living, and everything. Even your salary, your life expectation, everything is to a very great extent.
That's enough.
Better than what we have in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We pray we'll get here someday here in my country.
When you say salary, I'm just hoping your mother sees this video, because I'm sending that money. Inside joke. But anyway, so let's backtrack a bit. So how did you get to know about the agency? Because I know you came partly through the agency. I've heard like a bit of your story. But how did you know about the agency?
Yeah, I surfed the internet for agencies that help people to come to Germany. So I saw many agencies, and I was able to get an agency I was working with before. But I knew about Gesundheit Personal Netz through Queen Esther's Diary. I don't know how come her video just popped up on my phone. And the Lord made me watch it. If not, I would have not been in Germany right now. Because it's lack of information that actually affects a lot of people. You understand?
Yeah.
So God actually opened my horizon. Is that the right word?
Yes, works.
Yeah, for me to be able to see her talk about Gesundheit Personal Netz. So that actually made me to give it a trial.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about the previous agency, because I've heard a lot of gist about agencies, but we'll make that a totally different video, not today. But anyway, moving on. So after you joined the agency, were you agency sponsored?
No, the agency didn't sponsor me. I was sponsored basically by my husband.
Are you foreseeing now that the agency, okay, so there are lots of issues going on around there that people are expecting the agency to do lots of the sponsoring. It is not very possible. At least look at a living witness. In many cases, you have to do the sponsoring by yourself. What we do is to do the paperwork and get things work out for you. Anyway,
things are really costly. It's not possible for the agency to sponsor you. I don't think. There's a lot of expenses that is going to be made, but it's affordable, quite affordable. Yeah.
At least by the time you get here, you now realize how affordable it is. Maybe where you're coming from, affordable.
But where you're coming from is not affordable.
It's not working.
But when you come here, it will be worth it. All the stress, everything will be worth it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way of saying it. So anyway, so after you joined the agency, how long did it now take? I'm asking from the time you joined us officially to the time you moved here. You moved in, I think that was February.
Yeah, no, I moved January. I left
Oh.
Nigeria January 10th and I came to Germany January 9th. Yeah.
Oh
I was in
wow.
Germany January 10th
Oh wow. So you've been in
of
Germany
this year.
of this year. So you've
Yeah.
been in Germany since January of this year.
Yeah.
So between the time you joined the agency and that January, about how long was that?
A year and
Yeah.
approximately.
Because
a year
you
and, yeah.
mentioned September was when
I
you...
joined the agency August 2021
Oh, okay.
and I came to Germany January
January.
2023.
And that was a whole year and about 4 months on top.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have an idea how long, why it took that long?
Yeah, it took that long because everything about Germany. Don't worry, when you come, you get to find out. There is always a procedure.
Yeah.
There is always appointment. There is always a laid out plan. Things are very organized here. It's not like you can't wake up and just, you must book an appointment for everything. And everything is being taken care of based on how people apply. So you are not going to expect to be attended to when you apply late. It's not possible. So from the time you apply, you have to have a little bit patience. Yeah, but the main thing that actually took that long was my Anakin for them to recognize me as a nurse in Germany. So it really took a long time.
Yeah.
That was the basic. It wasn't the fault of the agency.
Yeah.
It has to do with Germany, Coco,
and even the Nigerian process, because there are lots of things that we're not working on both sides. We kind of spoke about this like yesterday, where Nigeria is I'm saying Nigeria now, but it's not Nigeria. I'm talking about institutions like schools and offices. I expected to deliver a document, and they're not able to deliver a document that Germany is ready to recognize. Do you get? So it's like saying we want this, but you're bringing that. So there's this because of these discrepancies. And again, if you're applying from Nigeria, please, as you're applying, just come with patience in your bag, because
nobody needs to tell you.
Oh God, the discrepancies are so much. You are surely not like someone who is applying from Kenya, because the Kenya system has in a great way been matched up to the German system, or not necessarily matched up, but made to look alike. So it is easier for them to transfer their documents over here. But for you from Nigeria, your matter is a long story. But
it's possible.
Yeah,
it's still possible.
Yeah, yeah. But what other age when you were joining the agency, did you have any qualifications before? Like aside from your nursing degree, you already had that covered.
Yeah. I already wrote my B1.
Oh.
Yes, I already wrote my B1.
Yeah.
I did lessons in Nigeria. I already wrote my B1 and I had passed my B1 before I joined the agency. So that kind of made it easier and faster for me to come to Germany.
Yeah.
So without the German language exams.
Yeah. And mind you guys,
it's not possible.
Yeah. And to get a job in Germany, a nursing job in Germany, you need at least a B2.
At least a B2. During the process, yeah. I didn't come with a B1. I actually have my B2. Yeah.
Before you joined the agency?
No, before I joined the agency with a B1, and then they started. You can get a job with a B1, but you can't be recognized as a nurse in Germany without having your B2.
No.
It's not possible.
Yeah. And if you're coming from Nigeria, you will not even be allowed to leave the country without your B2. Okay, I'm not sure.
Let's not laugh at our country, please.
In my homeland, I miss you guys.
But we are from Nigeria.
We have to say the truth of how things are. In your eyes and in your own experience, what do you think is the most difficult part of the process? Is it learning the language? Is it the visa interviews? What is the most important? What's the most difficult part? There's one I don't want to call, but if I call it, you will say that's the one.
He's waiting. Having to wait. Oh God. People that know me before now will know that I waited.
Yeah. The waiting.
I waited.
Yeah,
the waiting process, it can be frustrating. But the good thing is, at the end of the tunnel, is it worth it?
Light.
It is worth it. You finished.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
there's light at the end of the tunnel. So the exams it was challenging, but they were not my major problem. I could pass the exams, but my major problem was waiting. Even when you have passed the exam, the process and everything, the German bureaucracy and everything, it takes long, especially for Nigerians.
Yeah.
But we hope it gets better
Yeah.
with time.
Yeah.
But one good thing is that, is it possible? It is.
No, we really hope
possible.
we really hope it gets better with time, because now there are more talks in Germany about making things easier for foreign expats to move to Germany and work here.
Yeah, actually listening to it, I think a day before yesterday, yes. They are making they want to relax some of the rules, because it's a kind of, it's not really that easy.
Like we made a joke yesterday that in this country, if you want to work as anything like an IT, anything, you have to put your CV together and everything. But if you're a nurse, just carry your certificate. You do not.
Do you even need to carry your certificate? Just say you're a nurse and apply. They'll give you job.
So how bad when you now come, they will not start. So where is the certificate? No, that's to tell you how much they're in the need
of nurses.
Yeah. So they really need nurses, not because they don't need you. It's just that there is a system that they are obliged to follow.
Yeah.
And that's a system they are working on.
A standard they want to maintain.
Yes.
They don't want to go below the standard. So whatever that will make them go below the standard, they are not accepting it. And that's even why I think it's only in Germany you school and then you are paid. You are doing nothing and you are paid.
Yeah, it's about I don't know any other. I don't think the UK does that.
UK doesn't. I think they did before, but I'm sure they don't now.
Yeah.
So that's how bad they need nurses here. They pay you as you are doing your schooling.
Good.
Yeah. And you don't pay school fees.
And you don't have to pay that money back. So it's not like you're lending the money from the government and you have to pay back.
And you have to pay back
in loans. No, it's not a loan.
Everything is free.
You're paid stipend and your school is free just to be a nurse.
You just have to have patience to come.
Yeah. Anywho, but the language, like you said, language for her wasn't so much of a huge hurdle.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a huge hurdle.
And your visa interview, did you have any of those?
Yeah, I had my visa interview in Lagos. Gesundheit Personal Netz actually helped me, and I also watched videos, but you can barely see videos of nursing interviews online. It was really frustrating. And the funny part is that since I said I had my B2, which was a prerequisite for you to even think of coming into the land of Germany as a nurse, I had my B2. I was also interviewed in German.
Oh.
Yeah. We spoke partly English and we also spoke partly German. So they will know your level.
She's the real G. Like, she's the real G. Learning German in Nigeria. I didn't try it. I don't know how people are achieving it, but every one of you, I want to give a shout out to Kofi. I want to give a shout out to, I think his name is Aliu. I'm not sure, but these guys are acing their German and they've never been in Germany. So great guys. So now that you're in Germany, what are you doing now? What kind of job do you do here now?
Okay, I work as a nurse in Bremen, and I work in what is called in ambulante care pflege. Yeah, I drive to the patients' houses and take care of them.
Yeah,
it's not easy. Your eye has to be open for you to drive. And there are a whole lot of rules. A lot of road signs. It wasn't funny learning those road signs. It's very important. You don't just drive like a jagaban.
So her job affords her an official car. To work, not to gang group. An official car to work. Oh, the car is actually very comfortable. She makes videos.
It's an electric car.
It feels like she's driving in some kind of nice container, very very cozy and stuff. So her job affords her that, and this job was arranged by the agency straight up. So she didn't have to do the hustle by herself. And all
it was the Gesundheit Personal Netz that arranged it.
Yes, and her employers have actually been very nice so far.
Of course.
I've heard a lot of nice stuff about them. I'm not going to shout out to them here because I don't know if they want to be public.
Most employers in Germany are really nice. That's what they are known for. That's the truth. Most employers are nice. Because actually, my employer, he's very nice. He feels an Auslander that came to Germany, a foreigner that came to Germany, and then I don't know people, the culture and everything. So they make everything so simple.
Yeah.
It's not like where we come. No.
Let it go.
Let it go! Let it go!
Here, your employer see you as a big part of his organization. You are giving all the respect you deserve, and every opportunity is presented at your doorstep. They make everything easy for you.
Yeah, they actually do. Like in her case, with her driving license and every other thing she needed, they actually stood shorty for her in some offices, made the appointments themselves so that she could get there on time. Like it's really commendable, and that's good. I'm not saying that every employer is like this.
No, most employers are like that.
But they are really good people.
They are really good.
I know we have like a lot of stories like, oh, Germany, they're racist and all of that. They are good people. So set your heart in that place where I'm going to meet good people. Like prepare your heart that I'm going to meet good people and God is going to send the right people my way and you will meet good people.
But funny enough, I've not actually experienced racism.
No, don't. Please don't.
But me, I haven't.
Good for you.
Good for you. Bye.
But no, it's good for you that you haven't till now, and I hope you don't, because it's very it's a devastating feeling if you ever get there. Some of us
actually,
I
feel they take me like they give me privileges because I'm black more than having to.
Yeah, I think they are doing that so that they can compensate for it because they are afraid that they might be intrinsically racist, so they are trying to overdo so that they don't fall back to the racism in their mind.
We know
it's true. Like that's a real deal. But I still commend the effort. I commend the effort that your employers are making to make, like, guys. I made a video some months ago about how not some months ago, yeah, about a year ago, about my worst experiences in Germany, and you don't want to know. And since then, I've even experienced more. There's this other one that I'll probably get myself together to talk about. Well, my work people might not like me if I do that. So my colleagues might feel like I just went too far with it, but it was unfair. But let's leave that there. Okay? Let's go. So have you made friends since you came?
Are you not my friend? Are you not my friend?
Hi, yellow purple friend.
And I want to use this opportunity to thank you for coming all the way.
Guys, I went through the 7 seas and 7 oceans.
9 hours.
Oh yes. Guys, I traveled 9 hours. Okay, traveling 9 hours was because so there's this new ticket in Germany that allows you to travel for free if you pay the subscription, which is about 50 euros, for free throughout Germany. If you have that ticket.
If you have the ticket.
So, and that ticket now means that you'll be taking the slower trains, not the faster ones.
Don't disgrace.
So, I was telling myself, I cannot have this ticket and be paying another money for it faster. Or like, I can do this. Guys, I traveled 9 hours. By the time I reached here, I was like the train, like my head was doing poo, poo, poo.
I can imagine because I don't know if I can go through that stress. The 4 hours I do is already is wahala for me. I don't think I can add another 5 hours. I really appreciate.
But have you not made any other like German friends?
I'm an indoor person.
I like being alone.
My colleagues are nice, but you know, friendship in Germany is not the same with friendship in Nigeria, where people come to your house, you greet them, like personal relationships. Here is just
they are not very open.
They are not very open like that, and even if they are very open, you wouldn't want to tell them everything about yourself.
It's very secretive. You
wouldn't want to tell them everything about yourself. But my colleagues at work are really nice. And they are really willing to help you through anything. But I have friends who, oh God, I don't have friends.
No, so in this case, in this particular case, she's the reason. She's the problem.
I don't have strength for friendship.
In this scenario, she's the problem. It's not anybody
there is a lot of things. There is a lot of things here that always being, when you go to work, just imagine now how my day looks like. I wake up by 4:30, and then I'm working. I don't even have much communication with my colleagues because
Yeah.
everybody goes with their own car.
Yeah.
I work till 2. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And then I come back, I rest. Which shirt I won't take I go Persia house.
I want to divert a bit. Do you think that the reason why you haven't made so much friends is because you have a partner here?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because no,
yeah, definitely yes.
because you keep on falling back to him every time you need something, right?
And
so
anytime I have time, I definitely
you're
have to fly.
with him. So in the end, you don't have any reason. Really, you don't have so much reason to fall on someone else.
Or someone else, yeah, maybe, yeah.
So if he's answering all your questions, taking you to all the official places, taking care of you, you know, and what are you doing? And you are not searching. You are not searching. So
no, it doesn't have to do with searching.
You have closed office. You have closed office. Queen come. You have closed.
You barely see blacks here.
Yeah,
that's another thing. You barely see blacks.
That's
here.
because she hardly goes out. So today we are going to go out, but not for this video. But she's going to sell the black. She's going to count. She'll just take counter and count all the black in her city. Okay, let's move on. So, rounding up, what do you think the agency can do to improve its services? With your whole experience with us up until now, you're completely separated from the agency. You're working alone now.
No, I'm not completely separated from
Not
the
yet.
agent. Not yet.
Okay, but your experience till now, since you came, what do you think that the agency can do better to improve its services?
It has mainly to do with communication.
That's
a major task that has to be tackled, like a major problem that has to be tackled by the agency.
Yeah.
When you call and you're not being attended to immediately, we in that part of the world, patience is not part of what we deal with. You understand?
Yeah.
Once you feel you have paid an amount of money, you feel entitled to
bow down.
Exact services you are supposed to get. So whether there is time or not, you don't care. All you know is I've paid my money and then you have to attend to me. So based on that, I feel they can improve on getting maybe more people, if there are less hands, to communicate with the student when they have issues. You know, there's a lot of concerns with all these delays that does not even have to do with the agency, it has to do with the German system. Yes. So they need to always communicate. If they communicate consistently with the candidates,
then
it's maybe it will really help.
Ease off some
of the tension. Yeah.
Yes.
Because once anybody find out you are about to travel, you will not hear. What will be hearing? When are you traveling? When are you traveling? So the pressure is on you. And you want to know, maybe if they ask you, why are you not out?
Why haven't you
want to have
yet?
an answer. You understand? So it's very necessary to communicate consistently. Yes, they do communicate. That's not a lie, but they need to increase the consistency.
Yeah, to make it better. I believe it to an extent. I kind of believe it because sometimes it's really a whole lot of work to keep the candidates up to speed with what's going on with their process and why it's taking time. And sometimes the candidate even knows why it's taking time, but they just want to be spoken to and be told they can't to be because there are people that text me like that. I'm like, I wish I was employed by this agency to do this job, but this is not my job. You're going to be fine. I'll try and explain the much I can, but there's only so much that I can say. So in all of that, what do you think is the particular thing you think that the agency did that actually helped you, that made your process easier? Because bearing in mind that you were with a different agency before you joined us. So what do you think we actually did differently that made it easier for you to come in, or even possible?
Of course, the person in question was able to get a job for me, the former agent.
Yeah.
Even though I wouldn't want to talk much about it, but the agent MD is a one-man business, but it was free. I didn't pay for it. It was free, but they could get a job for me, but they couldn't process my papers to come to Germany. They don't know what to do because I was supposed to be the first African he was handling. So he went through processes. It wasn't feasible. They were requesting for a lot of things that I couldn't provide. Which if he had known what Gesundheit Personal Netz knows,
he probably would have known.
Pulled through.
But as a one-man
Gesundheit
business,
actually helped out. I was able to get a job. I was able to pull through all the German bureaucracy appointments here and there, delays and everything. They were trying their best to give a little bit of the feedback they want they know. And you know, Germany is not a place where you expect them to be talking to only you, especially when your paper have gone to something official. Can't wake up every morning and be telling the person how far, why haven't you done it? It doesn't happen that way. You just have to have patience, whether you like it or not.
And the funny thing is that when Germans tell you this process is going to take 3 months, pack your load, go on vacation because it's going to take 3 months
or more.
Or more. Sometimes I feel like even if it took them shorter, they'll look at it and say it's not yet 3 months. Let's not call that shit. I feel like
don't just expect that it's not going to, anybody is going to fast track it for you. That's how strict their system is, and that's why things are really working out well here. It helps the system. So don't expect that. Gesundheit helped me find a job, helped me with the process, the submission of my documents, my Anerkennung, my interview, my integration. They did a lot actually. It was quite, I got the value for my money.
She squeezed that value out.
I squeezed it.
She squeezed that value out.
I squeezed all the water.
But thank God you're already here.
I squeezed all the water.
But anyway, thank God that worked out that way. So how would you advise somebody now that is under the agency and planning to move about? What would you tell them? Because you know you met some of them, you spoke with some of them personally. What do you think is something that they should know that should calm them down and prepare them for the process, or even moving here?
Patience. That's the only word I can say.
Geduld. Genug davon. Muss man sich einsammeln. Okay? I have to say this. I have to say it very well. Short. Man muss sich genug Geduld einsammeln für die Prozess. Es wird nie einfacher. Although we try to make it easier. We try. What I said was, you have to gather enough.
This is not trying to discourage anybody.
No. We are just saying when you're come with enough patience. Yes. Because nothing is really. We can tell you what our deadlines are, but sometimes some other things come up. Especially if you're coming from a country like ours that we mentioned in the beginning. That country, that country we said that no.
We are not third world country.
I refuse it in Jesus' name. We are not a third world country.
We are first world country.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes. But if you're coming from the country where we are from, things are a little bit more difficult because of some things are not in order yet, and it's taking a little long. And now we are having a lot of political upheaval.
Let's leave it there.
Yeah. So if you're coming from there, just know that this is not going to be as easy as you wished it was. And also bear in mind, like if you're even going to move to another country like US or Canada, it wouldn't have been any shorter. It would have also taken time. It's just that in this case, you're dealing with people who don't speak your first language, and sometimes you get insecure with what's going on. Maybe you're not sure if everything is still there, and because it's not a popular pathway.
It's not a popular pathway in our country because most people, we don't speak German.
No.
So we speak English as our native language, as our first language. So most people want to migrate to English-speaking countries. So when you are having an experience, you barely even have anybody to share it with. I was the first that came through my group. So through my process, everybody's process is different because Germany is each state is independent. Yeah. So each state has their own process. But my dear, this waiting, I'm very happy I waited. I would do like.
Because now she's enjoying.
I'm enjoying.
She's in the
I am enjoying. Have a comfortable life.
I'm actually happy for her actually. Even though there are a whole lot more we are believing for, and we are hoping that those things come true.
Yeah, but
like with growth, and she's overly qualified. Like she has a lot of qualifications, and I hope that those come into play with time.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I really pray that they really come into play somehow.
Thank you for your prayer, Pastor Esther.
Oh yes, your place.
My pastor.
Your place.
Make sure your hand are boiling.
But not those oil that we put in our hands. It's a lot of oil. But anyways, thank you so much for coming on my video. Bye, woman. And this is the end of this video, guys. If you have any questions, don't forget to add it in the bottom of this video. Just put it in your comment section and I will answer. If it's a video, we'll find a way to make that video. I wish you say it early, but but yeah, I will find a way to make that video and bring the information to you guys. And
so thank you for having me. Queen Esther's Diary. Make sure you always click on Queen Esther's Diary.
Yes,
you regret
subscribe.
it. Actually, my journey to Germany is because of Queen Esther's Diary. So thank you for producing amazing content. I'm really grateful, because if not for your content, I wouldn't have had this idea of the Gesundheit Personal Netz. Finding agencies that bring you to Germany is not the problem, but are those agencies really will they really be able to bring you here?
Yes.
That's the question.
Yes.
Will they really be able to bring you here? Do they have the experience?
Do they even have the network?
Do they even have the network here? Gesundheit bring people not just from Nigeria, no, not just from our home country, from other countries too.
From
African, Asia, everywhere. So they have a network that actually works.
Yes, they do.
Have a network. If not for the agency, as I'm complaining, maybe 1 year or something, it would have been 10 years.
Like 5 years. The next thing she has started a family.
Small. That is small. Maybe I wonder what would have happened to my husband.
In a way, he would have been in despair.
But the waiting was worth it. It was worth it. If you come to Germany, you will regret.
And guys, I also had my own waiting. It's not like when I applied, my own was like when I did mine myself in 2017. I think I waited for like 7 months, and which was my fault and my school's fault, because papers were not getting to where they should get to. So everybody has to wait for something sometimes in life, and this moving to Germany process might be the kind of waiting that you will be doing. Anyways,
the most important thing is come to Germany.
We are just saying it like we want you to come.
Yeah, we want you to
join us.
That's why we are saying it. The waiting is worth it. Germany is not like every other country. Yes, when you come in, you will know why you waited. The advantages of living in Germany wow you. You'll be happy that you waited.
And it should be a good comparison to the US and every other country.
Every other country, even in the European Union, is a very good country. Only language wahala.
Well, you're speaking the language now, and she's working with the language.
I'm working with the language. I have a B2 in the language, so why wouldn't I be able to speak the language?
That is not. It's not impossible. If we can't do it,
you can do it.
I am convinced that you can probably do this.
I beg, let's end this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Okay. Bye.